So lock and lean day one is in the books. I am in my hotel room here in Pensacola, Florida. The class took place at Pensacola Harley Davidson. Big shout out to Pensacola Harley Davidson for allowing us to use their parking lot. And one quick note about Pensacola Harley Davidson, if you need new tires, new stock tires for your Harley Davidson, give them a call. They're having a phenomenal deal. I've not seen tire prices this cheap in quite a while, so definitely check them out. So now let's get into the class. The class started at 8 o'clock a.m. I got there about 7:30. That gave me an opportunity to meet the instructor as well as the other riders in the class. All right, so I am here with the instructor. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ken Grant here in Pensacola, Florida.
And Ken, how long have you been doing, or how long have you been an instructor with Lock and Lean?
This is my third year with Lock and Lean as an instructor. It's my 7th year with Lock and Lean as a team member.
Okay.
And learning under Ben Wolf.
Okay, so like why did you guys, or why was this class set up? I mean, what's the purpose of Lock and Lean?
Well, this is the 101 class that we're teaching. This is called Slow Motor School. It's the first of 4 classes that's offered, 101, 102, 201, and then the 301. The first 3 classes make up the actual motor officer course. And what we do here is we teach the fundamentals right from the very beginning.
Awesome.
As you know from today,
Yep.
we were here 7 hours.
7 hours.
Before I let you try
Yep.
a U-turn.
Yep.
But the first U-turn you made, how did it go?
Oh, it went great.
Because we built those fundamentals.
Yep.
We built a process that you could use, that you could repeat. And when you go in here to do it, it's effortless. And folks, let me tell you right now, it was effortless for Q. He did great today.
Well, thank you, man. Well, looking forward to doing it again tomorrow.
We're looking forward to it too, and we appreciate you choosing us. We do not take for granted that you came all the way from Memphis, Tennessee, down here to Pensacola, Florida, and I am very appreciative that you chose us to get your training.
Well, it's worth the trip.
Thank you, my friend.
My name is Eric.
Eric, and what did you think of the day one of the class?
Day one of the class was excellent and outstanding.
Okay. Any highlights, anything in particular that stood out for you, that helped you with your
Actually, my highlight was meeting Q.
Nice. So day one, what do you think?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Learned a lot.
Is this your first time taking?
It's third time through.
Oh, it's your third time.
My third time through.
Okay, so how's it?
First time I couldn't even make it through that turn box.
Oh, really?
So yeah, but it's going good this time.
Okay.
Really good. Really
Awesome. There were a total of 6 of us, so there was 1 instructor to 6 riders. So that in and of itself was pretty cool because it gives you an opportunity to get a lot of face time with the instructor and a lot of helpful one-on-one, instruction and different things that you can do to improve your riding. Now, the first hour and a half was spent in the classroom setting. And in that classroom setting, we talked about the process that they teach throughout their class. And one of the key highlights from that classroom section is built in an acronym that's called MMA. The first M is managing your speed. Now, in slow speed riding, there are 3 things to control the speed of your motorcycle. There's your throttle, there's the clutch, and there is the rear brake. So they want you to maintain a steady throttle, light, steady pressure on the rear brake, and you vary the speed as needed with the clutch. In fact, the first exercises, you don't use the rear brake. You just use throttle and the clutch. And that's really key because it forces you to really think about what you're doing, going into the pattern, making sure you have the speed you want before you get into it. And then, again, maintaining the steady throttle and then just fluctuating the clutch as needed to manage your speed. Now, we also learned how to take full advantage of the terrain, I guess. So any inclines or declines that are in the road that you're on, if you're going uphill, even a slight incline really helps you to manage the speed of the bike. The next set of exercises, then we start using the rear brake. And again, it's focusing on managing your speed, managing your speed, managing your speed. The next M in MMA stands for maximizing the space. And what that means any given pattern that you use or that you're going into, you want to use 100% of the space, every inch, to go entering the pattern, so that you have more of an opportunity for success coming out of the pattern. Okay, and then the A is for attacking the dead zone. The dead zone is any part of the pattern where if your front tire goes into that dead zone, you're done, because you're going to have to run over cones to get out of it. But you want to attack that dead zone and ride right up to the dead zone, stay on top of it, so that you, again, using all of the space that's available in the pattern. So MMA, manage your speed, maximize your space, and attack the dead zone. That's a phenomenal concept. It's definitely something that I need to work on. I'm going to do that when I get back to Memphis, because if you watched my keyhole video, and I'll provide a link to that right here. In my keyhole video, I was struggling coming out of the keyhole because I was running out of space. And these concepts that I learned today about attacking the dead zone and, again, maximizing the space would have helped me be successful in the keyhole. And I can't wait to get back to Memphis to try some of this out. What I'm going to do over the course of the next couple of days, I'm going to put out a quick recap video just like this one, talking about the structure of the class, some of the key highlights that I've learned. And then next week, sometime next week when I get back to Memphis, I'm going to do a comparison video between the lock and lean class, the Robert Simmons Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle, and my basic rider course. I learned how to ride my motorcycle in the basic rider course. So I'm going to compare these three different training opportunities that I've taken and talk about how they build on one another, how they complement one another, and in some ways where they kind of contradict one another. And it's not a complete contradiction. Contradict may be the wrong word, but just some of the key differences between them. And I'm going to share that with you. I'm really glad I'm taking this class, and I'm going to continue to take more classes, because this is how we learn. This is how we get better. Now, I will also tell you, I dropped my motorcycle today. It was my Street Glide, fortunately. But yeah, I did drop my motorcycle today. And I dropped my motorcycle because I did not have sufficient power going to the rear wheel. You're going to drop your motorcycle every time you're in a lean and you don't have enough power going to the rear wheel. And it was in a U-turn of all places, because I haven't dropped my bike in a U-turn. I can't remember the last time I dropped my bike in a U-turn, but I sure did today. I learned from it. and part of it is learning how to manage your speed. And I guess I committed the double deadly sin of pulling in the clutch and hitting the brake while the bike was leaning, and I fell off the bike. It happens, when you're trying to get better. And if you're trying to get better, you're going to make mistakes. And the good thing about it is that it's in a controlled environment. It's in a parking lot. No big deal. The bike is fine. I got back on it and I kept going. And I'm going to do the same. No, I'm not going to do the same thing tomorrow. I'm not dropping my bike tomorrow, I hope. But I am going to get back out and continue to practice and continue to focus on getting better. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, check back in tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more about it. Leave any questions you have in the comment section. I will address them tomorrow, or the video that I'll do. Hopefully I'll get it done on Sunday or Monday. We'll get the recap video out. And then again, next week we'll do the comparison video. So hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will be notified when those videos hit the air. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, locking and leaning, and I am out.